For this project, I'm using So Crafty DK yarn in beige 100% acrylic yarn. You will need 2 sizes crochet hook, 4mm and 3mm. Pair of scissors and a tapestry needle. To start, we are going to do the band first that will go on the arms, and we are going to work our way down to the finger part. So to start, get your 3mm crochet hook and make a slip knot. Then chain 11. If you don't know how to chain, just yarn over and pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through. Then single crochet in the second chain from the hook. The loop where the hook is inserted does not count, so there, put your single crochet. 1, 2, and then single crochet. Then put 1 single crochet in each chain all the way down. By the end, you will have 10 single crochets in total. Round 2, chain 1 and then turn work. Then 1 single crochet in each of every stitch from the previous round. Chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so put your first single crochet in the very first stitch where your chain is. So this will be the pattern for the rest of the round. Do this until you have long enough to fully cover this part. When you put it on, stretch it, but don't make it too tight also. So now I have finished my armband, and I just want to show you, but you probably doing this as well. But I do these bars to monitor my rounds so I don't get confused and I don't need to keep counting my round. So moving on, we are going to connect the two ends of the band. To do that, insert your hook in the very first stitch. And then insert it to your yarn and pass it through, pull it through, and then chain 1 and turn your work, and now we are going to slip stitch. So we already connected the first stitch, so now we move on to the next stitch. Insert your hook and then to the second stitch and yarn over, pull through and to the loop, and then to the next stitch and make a slip stitch. So this is what you do till you fully close this. Next round, turn your work so you're facing the right side, and we are going to single crochet all around, and I'm going to hide my yarn end also. So to start, just chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in that space there. Just insert your hook where there's a space and just make a single crochet. Just make sure that you don't put 2 single crochets in one space. And by the end of the round, slip stitch on top of the first single crochet at the beginning of the round. For the next part, get your 4mm crochet hook, then chain 5, skip 3 stitches, slip stitch into the 4th stitch. Then chain 5, skip 3 stitches, slip stitch into the 4th stitch. And do this all around. By the end of the round, slip stitch in the stitch where your first 5 chain is. Round 2, slip stitch till the middle of the chain from the previous round. Every start of the chain round, we need to slip stitch till the middle of the stitch from the previous round before we start chaining. Chain 5, slip stitch in the middle of the chain from the previous round, and then chain 5 and slip stitch in the middle of the chain. Do this all around. By the end of the round, slip stitch in the stitch where your first 5 chain is. In my high waist fishnet stocking, I chain 1 first before I slip stitch until the middle of the chain. You can also do that, it will still come out the same. So this will be the pattern until you have reached your wrist area. Then I will show you the next part. Okay, I'm not going to do up to the wrist. I'm just going to show you how to do the fingers part. I'm at the end of my last round before the fingers part, and I will slip stitch. Okay, to start, we just do the usual. We slip stitch till the middle of the chain. And then chain 5, slip stitch in the middle of the chain from the previous round, then chain 5, just the same pattern. And we are going to do this, but we stop before the free 5 chains. So that's the beginning of the round. So this 1 and that 1 and this one, we are not going to work with these chains. We leave that because that's the part of the thumb, and we're going to end our round in that chain. So this is the end of the round. I'm showing you I skipped the 3 chains. So chain 1 to start the next round, and then turn work, and then slip stitch until the middle of the chain. and then 5 chains, slip stitch in the middle, and then 5 chains, and then slip stitch in the middle. Okay, I'm at the end of round 2. For the fingers part, I will chain 5, then slip stitch in the beginning of the round. The chain of the beginning of the round is bulky. That's how you know it's the beginning. But if you find it hard to recognize, feel free to use a stitch marker. So to start the next round, you chain 1 and turn work, and slip stitch till the middle of the chain, and then chain 5 and slip stitch in the middle of the chain, by the end of this round, slip stitch in there, then for the last round we are going to work all around, and to start, chain 1 and then turn work. This part will be very easy. Just put 5 single crochets in each of every chains all around. If there's small space in the thumb area, just put 2 or 3 single crochet. And by the end of this round, slip stitch in the first single crochet at the beginning of the round. And this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed making the sleeve, and also check out the tutorial for the fishnet stocking. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my other tutorials.